From Hollywood, it's Jimmy Kimmel Live. Tonight, Emma Stone. From Scandal, Jeff Perry. This week in Unnecessary Censorship in music from Schoolboy Q with Vito and the Cleetones. And now, if you haven't heard, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Quick note. No, you are not high, or maybe you are. I'd have no way of knowing. Either way, yes, I did just ride out on a giant David Hasselhoff. Isn't it incredible? I rode in on the back of a majestic Hasselhoff. This is a prop from the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. This is an item you can bid on at Julian's Auction Gallery in Beverly Hills next Friday and Saturday. David Hasselhoff is auctioning his stuff off to benefit the Starlight Foundation, and this enormous Hasselhoff could be yours. This could go in your home. I know it's for charity, but why would he get rid of this? I mean, it's the best. I would take this statue of David over the statue of David. I really would. Can you imagine now buying it? I would love to buy this. My wife has already issued a warning. My wife has already given me that look that indicates I should not purchase this for our place, but could you imagine coming home with this strapped to the roof of your car? I mean, it would be great if we could start a movement to have Hasselhoffs replace Christmas trees. This is 14 feet long, and since we had a 14-foot David Hasselhoff for the day, we thought we'd have some fun with it. So we hid it in the alley behind our theater to surprise some of our coworkers when they turned the corner, and the people were surprised.
No! Oh, my God.
Well, people weren't that surprised, but it was a... Hey, Guillermo, help me move the Hasselhoff over by you, will you? Yes, just, I guess, pull, and we'll put it over there. Look at this thing. It's like Gulliver's Travels. All right, yeah. Well, we'll put it right here?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, thank you very much. Remember, this is not a piñata. It's not filled with candy. Do not hit this with a stick, okay?
All right,
I'll be back for you a little bit later. Hey, you know what we ought to do? We should try to use that as my desk tonight for the show. Can we do that? I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I really wasn't asking you. I was asking you. One of our camera crews was out shooting a segment on Hollywood Boulevard last night. They met a very interesting person. If you visited Hollywood before, you know that our neighborhood is watched over by a band of characters and superheroes. We know them all pretty well, but last night, we happened upon one that I've never met before.
President Clinton, cut that ponytail off. Cut it off. You don't need it. Please, cut it off.
Okay. We happened upon an overweight Flash, and I, of course, was thrilled. He's outside our building right now. Hello there, Flash.
Hi
Now, we never met before. What is your name?
there. Bruce.
What is it?
Bruce.
Bruce, where are you from, Bruce?
Columbus, Ohio.
You're from Columbus, Ohio, and how long have you been here on Hollywood Boulevard?
1 month.
Oh, you've been here for a month. Have you applied for the proper licenses and permits and whatnot?
No.
Oh, you have not? Okay. Where did you get the costume?
Down here on Hollywood Boulevard at a costume place.
And out of all the superheroes you could dress as, why did you pick the one that runs really fast?
Because nobody else has it.
I see. You wanted to be a unique. Are you a fast runner?
Used to be in football when I was in high school.
Oh, you did? Oh, would you mind showing off your speed a little? Could we see you in action?
Yeah.
All right, great. Okay, now let's widen the camera out. Yes, now head out of, go down the block a little bit and come back through and run as fast as you can, okay?
All right.
Okay, so, well, no, okay, wait. That was not it. Yeah. All right, hold on. What happened? What happened now? All right? Hold on, what is going on? What the hell is happening? Hey, Flash, what happened? Flash?
You can hear you. He can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, he's literally a flash. Just like that, he's gone.
I trick.
Flash. I don't know what's happening. No? Oh, there he goes. Wow. Hey, Flash, would you mind running down to Tiago to get me a coffee? All right, thank you. Oh, that's, you know what? If this Flash thing doesn't work out, maybe he could run for mayor of Toronto. You know, if you watch our show, you know that I've been following this mayor situation in Toronto like Jane Goodall follows her chimps. It's probably the thing I'm most interested in the world, but I may also need to start paying close attention to the mayoral race in another Ontario town. A town called Hamilton has an exciting new contender for mayor of their own.
On the municipal front, taxi driver Ijaz Butt has filed nomination papers, becoming the 7th person to enter the Hamilton mayoral race. Butt says he wants the job of mayor because he feels it's time an outsider leads council.
Ijaz Butt. I mean, oh, listen, Ijaz is a weird start to begin with, but you throw a butt in there. Is that short for Batinsky? I don't know. Either way, will someone please steal me one of his lawn signs? Some big news out of Russia today. Russian President Vladimir Putin is on the prowl. It was confirmed yesterday that after 30 years of marriage, President Putin is officially divorced from his wife, Ludmila. There they are. Well, you know what? They look so happy. I don't know what. That's what smiling looks like in Russia. Apparently, Ludmila wasn't very supportive. She's always like, don't invade Ukraine, stop cracking down on dissent, why must you consolidate power? Annoying. So, but this, by the way, bring the other picture up. This is the woman Putin is supposed to be dating now. This picture of her, I think she's giving birth to herself. The news of this divorce was confirmed by the Kremlin, which is an unusual way to announce a divorce, but he is the president, and they do things differently there, I guess.
Я могу подтвердить, что в настоящее время президент Путин является неженатым мужчиной. Он 5 футов, 11 дюймов, 6 футов роста на каблуках. Глаза его искрятся, как вода Иберийского моря. Любит начинать новые дела, встречать новых людей. Прекрасно выглядит без рубашки. Я принимаю номера телефонов от поклонниц. Пожалуйста, кто?
Oh, that's nice. Should we introduce him to Gwyneth? The Discovery Channel just announced plans for a new miniseries. They're hosting a race. The race is to land an unmanned spacecraft on the moon. So technically savvy individuals will compete to see who can get their spacecraft to the moon first, and it will be televised live. I guess the show aims to prove that if people are bright and determined and work hard, they can accomplish anything we already accomplished 45 years ago. They said the miniseries is said to be the first step towards Discovery Channel's ultimate goal, which is, of course, the first Shark Week on the moon. So that'll be a lot of fun. I wonder where that... Thank you, Flash. I want you to feel this coffee for me, will you? And tell me how it feels.
It's very cold.
It's freezing cold. Yeah. It must be the molecules must have gotten slowed down or something. I don't know what happened. All right, we need to take a break. When we come back, we've got, This Week in Unnecessary Censorship for you, Emma Stone for you. Jeff Perry is here from Scandal. We have music from Stu Schoolboy Q are waiting in the wings. Giant David Hasselhoff is standing by with us. We're going to try to use that as my desk tonight, which it should be weird. Hey, here's an interesting business idea. The NFL's using technology to give football fans all sorts of new ways to enjoy the games. They have a new app that will allow you to buy what they call experiences at the stadium. And one of the experiences fans can buy is an in-seat visit from a cheerleader, which is an idea pioneered by every strip club ever. Isn't an in-seat visit a lap dance? I mean, it's a lap, right? An in-seat visit is a lap dance in front of 70,000 people. In baseball, Hall of Fame pitcher Nolan Ryan threw out the first pitch at last night's Houston Astros game. And Nolan Ryan has had many, many memorable pitches throughout his storied career. This was not one of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 1969 World Series champion, 8-time All-Star, 11-time strikeout champion, Baseball Hall of Famer, and newly named executive advisor for your Houston Astros, Nolan Ryan.
Has a first pitch ever gone well for anyone? This is actually very fascinating. Two Spanish historians believe that they've discovered the Holy Grail. You know, after Indiana Jones found it back in 1989, they lost track of it. And they believe the Grail has been sitting relatively unnoticed in a museum in León in Spain.
Two Spanish historians say they have found the Holy Grail, a cup said to have been used by Jesus during the Last Supper. Now, they say it was hidden since the 11th century, although there's no way to prove that Jesus actually drank from it.
There's a ping pong ball in it, too. The apostles and Jesus were frat brothers, is what they were. I don't know if we're going to be able to... It looks like that thing's going to eat you, Guillermo.
Nah, I don't.
You don't feel like we're in any danger?
No, no, never.
You know what I like? It's got actual hair on its back. It's not... It doesn't it? Yeah. Show everybody what the hair is like that.
Right,
so you can own that at your house.
Yeah, it does. Let me pull one.
Hasselhoff's all man. He doesn't wax, folks. There's no metrosexual in there at all. 100%. All right, one more thing. It's Thursday night. It's time for our weekly tribute to the FCC, where we bleep and we blur things whether they need it or not. It is this week in unnecessary censorship.
3,000 to 4,000 bulls are being every single day.
That man you just heard from, Joby Agwin, is going to first climb Mount Everest. And then when he gets there, he's going to off in front of a worldwide audience. Favorite male butt.
Remember, when life is in your butt, never forget to it back right in the face. Love you later.
I'm so up, man. That was one heck of a game.
There's a new trend among some teenagers. They're actually
Every Tuesday. Oh, right. When everyone each other.
CBS 2 reports your own Sunday at 11.
In their opinion, the mountain lion was doing something unnatural, and that is humans.
I'm from New York. We don't alligators.
I'm from LA, and we don't alligators either.
I bet you'll win a ribbon today, Pinto.
Your monkeys don't do that? We have a good trophy tonight from Scandal. Jeff Perry is here tonight. We have music from Schoolboy Q, and we'll be right back with Emma Stone.
Portions of Jimmy Kimmel Live are brought to you by new Vaseline Men's Spray Lotion. Tackles dryness in seconds.
Every Thursday night, you can see him on Scandal. Jeff Perry is here. He plays Chief of Staff Cyrus Bean. And then with music from this album, it's called Oxymoron, Schoolboy Q from the AT&T Outdoor Stage. We have an exceptionally good lineup for you next week. Johnny Depp will be here next week. Tracy Morgan will be here, as will Seth MacFarlane, Kate Upton, Kate Mara, Paul Bettany, Cole Hauser. We'll have music from Neon Trees, Chucky Weiss, Birds of Tokyo, and Sam Smith, too. So please join us next week. David Hasselhoff will not be here, but I'll tell you something. Whatever the opposite of arachnophobia is, our first guest has it. On May 2nd, she returns to her role as Peter Parker-file Gwen Stacy in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Please welcome Emma Stone.
Okay.
Is this something you would ever consider owning?
This is something I didn't even consider existent.
Yeah, and it
much
does.
less owning.
And yet here it is in the latex.
It's so lifelike.
Isn't it really great?
It's really disconcerting.
You know, the hair is, it seems like real hair. I don't know where this hair came from.
Is it David Hasselhoff's hair?
I don't know if they collected
Did
hair
they
from
shear
his
David Hasselhoff?
body over a series of months and made it into his hair. I don't know, but
so upsetting.
Every body hair has been individually placed, and it is just incredible.
Yeah, it's
You ever see the movie The Never-Ending Story?
No.
In The Never-Ending Story, it's a terrible movie, by the way, but this kid has this furry dragon that looks like something he won at an arcade or something.
Yeah, and it's similar to this.
And he rides around on it, and I feel like this is my... whatever
furry
that
dragon.
thing was, yeah.
You want to get on him.
I do, well, you know, I actually did get on him, and I felt like a poodle riding around on a German Shepherd or something. Really is something, though. You know, he's very tight in the shoulders. If I don't know if we should give him a rub or something.
He needs a little...
I heard you're not feeling well. Thank you for coming. What happened to you?
Thank you for having me. I have a bad cold.
You have a bad cold. You got it in China, true?
I think it came from China.
Interesting.
There was a man hacking on a plane somewhere around China. And so I believe this is Chinese in its...
I see, in its origin.
in its origin.
Do a lot of people wear masks there, but I think it's for the pollution mostly, right?
I think it might be a combination of pollution and whatever this is.
And unfortunately, that guy was not wearing a mask.
That guy was not wearing a mask. He was just hacking all over the airplane.
Isn't it funny when you decide who gave you a cold? Because really, there's no way to know.
It was that guy.
You pick somebody out.
It probably was David Hasselhoff.
And then...
in all honesty. I saw him on TV backstage, and I got a cold.
You were there promoting The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Was Jamie Foxx with you on that trip?
Yes.
What is he like in China?
He's like the best anywhere.
I would think so, yeah.
He hypes up if you're ever at a press conference or anything, he beatboxes the entire time and makes everybody dance and
Is that
chant
good?
Spider-Man. It's the greatest because you just sit back and if you have a cold, you just get to hang out. And he's just beatboxing and dancing and taking selfies. With everybody.
People or just by himself?
Everybody. Yeah. By himself, with other people.
Yeah, he makes everything kind of fun.
He makes everything fun.
Like when he comes on the show here, he makes such an entrance that there's less than a minute to talk to him by the time sometimes he will go into the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a whole thing.
It's great.
It is
so
good.
Great. Everybody loves him. He's talented at everything, which is, you know.
You know, if you married him, you would be Emma Stone Fox. Have you ever thought about that?
Would it be a hyphenate, or would I just add Fox to my name?
Well, I think that'd be up to you, but I think I'd go personally if I married Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Which seems unlikely, but were it to happen, yeah, I'd go with a hyphen. Yeah.
You go with a hyphen.
Yeah, Kimmel Fox not quite as great, but
Kimmel Fox is still pretty good.
you know, and there's Michael J. Fox too. If you know,
there's a lot of Foxes out there.
There are. And yet there aren't enough, you know?
And yet there are never enough.
By the way, I got to see, I don't know what happened. I don't know, they told me the movie wasn't quite finished yet.
Yeah.
So they only showed me 30 minutes of...
How did you feel?
I was angry at the end of it because it's so good that...
Really?
Yes, I was angry at the end of the movie.
Because the movie was good?
Yeah, because I only got to see a quarter of it, and I felt cheated out of the whole movie. And then...
I'm so happy.
I can't believe that they're really not done with the movie. It seems, this was this week, it seems very unlikely to me. I feel like I was lied to.
I feel like maybe they are protecting certain spoiler elements, and they're afraid that if you whisper it to David Hasselhoff, he might say something.
You really think that they lied to me?
I don't know that they lied to you. I don't want to say they lied to you.
That is lying.
People have seen, maybe there's some special effects that still need to be perfected, but I think the movie generally is pretty much done.
They don't trust me, is what you're saying.
Maybe they wanted you to see the perfect version of it, and they didn't lie at all, and thanks Sony for hiring me for the movie.
All right, well, maybe that's what it was. I don't think so.
They don't lie.
Do you ever get, at this point in your career, are you ever intimidated by one of your co-stars? Are you ever starstruck by any of these people?
I'm starstruck by most people.
You are, for real?
I really get starstruck.
Who more than anyone?
I have cried in front of Cameron Crowe, Lorne Michaels, Tom Hanks, but he doesn't know it because I turned away really quickly. I did not cry in front of Bill Murray, but I freaked out in the car when he first came to set on Zombieland. I had a meltdown, and Woody Harrelson thought it was the most ridiculous thing that had ever happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why did he think it was ridiculous?
Well, I just think he thought it was so funny that I was like, Bill Murray's coming, Bill Murray's coming. And then he came, and I was like, hey, Bill. Oh. It's so crazy you're here. It's hot, right?
I feel the same way about Bill Murray.
Do you?
Yeah, he was here a couple of months ago, and I was very nervous about
it. He's a classic man.
He's the greatest, and
He
you want to impress him, of course,
Yeah.
but also, you know, if you try to impress him, that will have the opposite effect.
It'll have the opposite effect because
And
he's
so-
a very low-key guy.
I went to go say hello to him, and before the show, and we had a trailer. We had a lot of people there that night. We had a trailer out in the parking lot, and I was very nervous about it. And as soon as I walked in, he started fixing my tie. And I felt like a little boy. I really did. I got a little boy in a tie, a very cute little boy in a suit. Like, you know when little boys wear suits?
Yeah, it's adorable.
Like at a funeral or something like that? I felt like one of those little boys.
Little boy at a funeral. It's cute and sad.
Yeah, it was
When
cute.
he's fixing your tie.
It was kind of sad, but
Heartbreakingly sweet.
did you get over that quickly with him?
Yeah, well, because he is kind of that, he immediately makes you feel like a little boy in a suit at a funeral.
Did he start touching you and adjusting your clothing? That's what he did. Relax, everyone. David Hasselhoff is here.
Hey, calm down. He didn't adjust me, no, but he did vacuum some people's heads because he was playing Venkman again in this montage in Zombieland, and he had a vacuum cleaner, and he would just vacuum people's hair in between takes. But then he just did this Cameron Crowe movie. We've gotten to know each other better, and he just came and did this Cameron Crowe movie in Hawaii that we shot in the fall. And he lived 3 houses down from me, so he was my neighbor
Oh,
for
that's
a while,
nice.
which was just the
What
best.
did you do with Bill Murray as a neighbor?
He's just the most generous man, and I wasn't feeling that well for a little while he was there either. I seem to get sick a lot.
Yeah,
I have
you
low
are sick a
immunity.
lot.
I have low immunity.
Yeah, I guess so.
I need to take some zinc. But he would give me lots of like Maui onion potato chips, and he made me coffee. He got me an umbrella hat.
Why?
Because he's really sweet. And because I'm fair, and he was worried about the sun.
I've always said that about you. You're very fair.
I'm very fair.
You really are.
Like a fair maiden.
Well, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to see a clip from the movie. It's very good. It's the amazing... I don't know if people can even see me. Oh, look, here I am. It's the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Emma Stone is here. We'll be right back.
The Jimmy Kimmel Live concert series is presented by AT&T. Rethink possible.
This is the most cliched hiding place you could have chosen. This is the stupidest hiding place.
Take us to the Bahamas of hiding places. You just kissed me.
All right. How'd you like it?
I felt a little bit rushed.
All right, no. This is the plan. You get to the elevator. I'm gonna distract him. Okay.
I just spilled a hot latte all over your... I didn't do that. Oh, and you too. Stay right there. Wait. Hey!
That's Emma Stone in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. It opens on May 2nd. That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
I love Spider-Man. I should mention that we can't find my desk. I don't know what happened to it, but it's gone. Guillermo, did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it.
You have not seen it? Emma, your real name is Emily, correct?
Correct.
And you changed it to Emma. Why?
Because my name was taken at the Screen Actors Guild by one of the girls on Australia's Next Top Model when I was 16.
And you
Emily
chose
Stone is taken.
Emma because, well, it's close to your real name.
It's close to my real name. And then I also had this little thing that recently happened with the Spice Girls talking to me. I mean, I didn't change it thinking that one day Scary Spice would talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was in 2nd grade, I did ask the teacher on the first day of school to call me Emma because I always wanted to be Baby Spice. And it stuck for like a day. And then I didn't know that years later, everybody would be calling me Emma.
You would return to your
instead
Baby
of
Spice
Emily.
roots.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm Baby Spice for life.
And as far as Scary Spice goes, you've met her?
No, I met her on an iPad.
On an iPad?
She sent me a message in this radio interview in Australia that we just did for Spider-Man when we were in Sydney, and I cried at the message, as I was telling you before.
Yes, yes.
I cry. I cry a lot.
Because
and I have low immunity.
And you've not met Baby Spice, true?
No, I've never met Baby Spice.
Oh, wow, that's going to be something. Imagine the reaction you're going to have when you meet Baby Spice.
I think I'll be able to get my bearings a little bit if I have... I just have to be forewarned, and then I'm okay.
Now, to demonstrate your devotion to the Spice Girls,
yes.
I understand that you have a gift, and I wanted to challenge you on this gift tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You are able to do what?
Their autographs.
You're able to do all of the Spice Girls' autographs.
Okay, I have not... I have not done this, in all fairness, since I was about 10 years old.
Uh-huh.
And I did a quick little reminder in the dressing room beforehand.
Okay.
But yes, when I was 10, I memorized all of their autographs on their merchandise.
All right.
It makes you feel like you have their autographs, but you don't because it's been copied worldwide.
Okay, so some people will do impressions. You
copy autograph. No, I did all of it.
You
but
do
this
forgery,
is just
basically. Yes.
Yeah,
okay. So here we go.
If you guys need anybody for your checks or...
So I will start. By the way, this is one of the strangest talents I've ever heard of.
I don't know if I'm going to get it right. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm really nervous.
We are going to start with Sporty Spice, as pictured here.
Okay.
I don't even know if does she sign it Sporty or does she sign it Mel?
No, she signs her name.
Oh, okay. All right, now there we have, that's Love Mel C. Hold that up to the camera. And look at David Hasselhoff looking at us in the background. And we will compare it to, wow. All right, let's do another one. That is amazing.
Okay.
All right, next, your favorite?
Why am I doing this? Okay, all right.
Baby Spice.
Here we go. Okay.
You never got a letter from Baby Spice?
Never. Feel like I should now. Okay. No, that one's just a regular A. Okay.
Wow. Okay. It says, big kisses, Emma. 3 X's. Wow, the B is great. All right. All right, let's do
the worst thing
your new friend.
Okay.
Scary Spice.
All right, this one's pretty easy.
Okay. Wow. And
the B looks like a 3. And
to-
then that's supposed to be an X. Okay. Yep.
That's really... Your version, that looks more... If I tried to copy my own signature, it would look less accurate than yours look.
I feel like I could be Frank Abagnale Jr. if I really want it to be.
This is the 4th Spice Girl. This is Ginger Spice.
Okay.
Jerry Halliwell, correct?
All right.
Is
Yep.
that her name?
Jerry Halliwell.
Okay.
Okay. Do you think they're going to be creeped out that I know their signatures this well?
I think it's entirely possible, yes.
It's
yes.
terrifying.
All right, well, she's got the nicest one of all of them. And let's see. Yours is nicer than hers. The X, look at the X. The X is fantastic. All right, one more.
Okay.
Posh Spice. Now, she's very
Posh
into
Spice.
fashion. She must have something.
She is. Hers is very sleek.
Hers are
You'll
very
see.
sleek. Well, that makes perfect sense.
Here we go.
She herself is very sleek.
She is incredibly sleek.
I like where this is going already.
And there's a period after the X.
A period after the X, all right?
Kiss,
And let's
period.
have a look.
Yep.
Wow. I have to say, that is unbelievable. Emma, the very talented Emma Stone, everybody. The Amazing Spider-Man opens in theaters May 2nd. We'll be right back with Jeff Perry.
Portions of Jimmy Kimmel Live are brought to you by new Vaseline Men's Spray Lotion. Tackles dryness in seconds.
From Schoolboy Q, our next guest plays the ruthless and beautifully named White House Chief of Staff. Cyrus Bean on TV's craziest show. Watch Scandals Thursdays at 10 here on ABC. Please welcome Jeff Perry.
Good, man.
It's good to have you here.
Nice to be here.
I know on Thursday nights, Shonda Rhimes, does she insist or does she suggest that the cast of the show live tweet the episode while it's happening?
No, there was never insisting. But very early on, Jimmy said to Shonda, listen, they're going to think I'm Little Miss Bossy Pants, but we have to tweet. I think Carrie, with her political activism and working 2 Barack Obama campaigns, she just knew the power of it. And Shonda was already kind of on board. And she said, okay, I'll pretend it's kind of a gentle directive from me.
I see.
And it's led to this great conversation that I didn't grow up with. It was very disorienting.
Wait a minute, you didn't have Twitter when you were a kid?
No, I went from rotary phone to Twitter.
As an actor, the show is insane. I mean, let's be honest. It's crazy what happens on the show.
Yeah, I know, but
you kind of forget it while you're watching it because you get caught up and you're like, this is, and then there's like, what just happened? That's like really crazy. Is it fun to be on a show like that?
Oh, it's nuts, man.
It is.
It's a blast. It's a blast. Yeah, and how did Shonda invent this single, it's an absolutely singular genre. Okay, political thriller is going to meet, Greek drama, is going to meet Shakespeare, going to meet Grand Guignol, gonna meet.
I don't even know what it is.
I don't even know what that is. I know. I'm gonna meet telenovela, El Scandalo, and she makes it work.
Your wife, I know, is the casting director on the show, which I think is interesting because when your wife was thinking, who should we cast on the show? They said, oh, we have a part, or your character is gay, and she thinks, my husband would be great for that.
What actually happened was that we know, 10 days before the world knows what's going on on the show. And we're just as gobsmacked and, oh, my God, and I can't believe it, as the audience is on Thursday nights at our table reads. And Linda is yet another 10 days before us actors or so as casting director. And so I'll hear these shrieks from other parts of the house. And we have a pact. She can't tell me things. I can't know things that my colleagues don't know. And Shonda will fire me. And it's the best gig I've ever had.
Right.
And so, she's reading one day and thinking to herself, James. Oh, that's Shonda Rhimes. She's so clever. She's calling a girl James. Isn't that interesting? And then she lets out a shriek and she realizes it's gay. Oh, my God. And then I read it 10 days later at the table read. And I go, oh, Shonda, I see. I'm gay. Oh, but we've shot 6 episodes. And she says, I know. Well, should I do something different?
You were on Nash Bridges years ago.
Yeah.
Was that show fun to do? Also, was like I would imagine like working. Don Johnson wouldn't be particularly serious a guy.
Don Johnson and Cheech of Cheech and Chong,
Cheech, yeah.
You know, as your leaders, this is a party.
Yeah, right.
This is fun.
Yeah.
And we were in San Francisco, and it extended to. I remember 4th of July. Don, out of absolute generosity, would have piles of us in Colorado at his house, and I found myself with how do we say this on network TV? Well, I don't. Well, a flammable thing was being passed around.
A cigarette.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like a cigarette.
Okay.
Was being passed around, and I was having a really good time.
Wait a minute.
I was very happy.
Are you trying to tell me Cheech smokes pot?
Well,
this is. I'm sorry, Guillermo. I didn't mean to break it to you like this.
I wouldn't want to ruin his reputation, but I find myself being passed a joint, and I go, wow, Johnny Depp just passed me the joint. Wow.
Oh,
I'm not supposed to say. Well, the flammable thing.
Yes, yeah, and it was a random actor that passed it.
Yeah, and then.
Everybody, please forget you heard that.
Yeah, right. And then I'm passing it to Hunter S. Thompson. And then Hunter S. Thompson, I look up, is passing it to Cheech. And I thought, wow, man, I feel like Pete Best of the Beatles, you know, or something. I'm just kind of a fly on the wall, and I've got Johnny Depp and Hunter Thompson and Cheech, and I'm sharing a flammable thing with them.
That's a very solid experience. Well, very nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. Congratulations on the success of the show.
Thanks so much.
It's going. That's Jeff Perry, Scandal. Oh, we have a sneak peek of the show.
Oh, great.
Do we have. Okay, good. We have a sneak peek of the show for next week.
Somebody out there wants me dead. What?
You think it's just out there?
We'll double security at the funeral. Secret Service will scrub every inch of the place.
You're wasting your breath. Olivia told him to stay put, so put he stays. Just tell me what y'all decide. By the way, I get to stand by my man.
You're 6 days away from seeing your legacy written out for all the world to see, so you will win. You will win. And you will hold his office for another 4 years, because if you don't, everything that's happened will have been in vain.
Yeah, you're a very good actor. Jeff Perry, everybody. Scandal, Thursday nights, 10 o'clock ABC. We'll be right back with Schoolboy Q.
The Jimmy Kimmel Live concert series is presented by AT&T. Rethink possible. The Jimmy Kimmel Live concert series is presented by AT&T. Rethink possible.
Thanks to Emma Stone, Jeff Perry, Giant David Hasselhoff, and apologies to Matt Damon. Ran out of time. Nightline is next, but first, this is his album, Oxymoron, here at the Song Studio with some help from BJ the Chicago Kid, Schoolboy Q.
LA, what's up, man? Hey. Hey.
I'm just sitting in the studio just trying to get to you, babe. Hey. But this song's so freaking dope, girl, it's hard not for me to break. Hey. To tell the truth, it's you in this group that I was blazing. Hey. So I'm just sitting in the studio just trying to get to you,
Hey. LA. See, I've been in the studio just trying to get to you, baby. All night laying verses, though I'd rather lay with you, baby. Bra and panties matching Chanel and toes, you all kind of lame. My angel out of heaven, such a goddess ever played.
Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. I'm just sitting in the studio just trying to get to you, baby. But this song's so freaking dope. Girl, it's hard enough for me to blaze it, yeah. Hey, to tell the truth, for sure was you in this booth that I was blazing. Ooh, so I'm just sitting in the studio, just trying to get to you.
You need a real player, shawty, so come and throw that shawty. See, I think you and me can make it. This little verse will get you naked. See, your heart ain't meant for breaking. Cupid's never been mistaken. See, I've been caught up in the moment. So my type ain't quite a type, but now this gangster on this. You can twist my and hit the yak. I can hit your type without the hat. Put your lifestyle on the map. I see qualities in a bad girl. I know that frame you got come with attitude and your swag, girl. But you ain't wrong, girl. Just when that door knock, lose your own girl. Cause girl, BJ said, hey.
I'm just sitting in the studio, just trying to get to you, but this song's so freaking dope. Girl, it's hard enough for me to blaze it. Hands on video one time. To tell the truth, for sure was you in this booth that I was blazing. So I'm just sitting in the studio, just trying to get to you. I'm just sitting in the studio, just trying to get to you. Hands up, video one time. But this song's so freaking dope. Girl, it's hard enough for me to play. To tell the truth, for sure was you in this booth that I was blazing.
Hey.